gusto ko ipakilala yung history ng Iranian tribe, kung paano siya nag-exist. Ito ay nagsimula nung unang panahon na nagkaroon tayo ng barter of panay. Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng sinulog na sa Cebu, nagkaroon tayo ng dinagyang sa Iloilo, nagkaroon tayo ng ati-atihan dito sa Aklan, at nagkaroon tayo ng Binirayan Festival sa Antique. Ang pinanggalingan po ng ano na yan, ng gina-perpetuate natin na yan, ay galing sa barter of Aninipay. Kasi pag sinabi natin barter of Panay, nag-exist lang yung Panay panahon ng Katsila. Ang original na pangalan ng Panay Island noong unang panahon ay Aninipay. Pangalan po ito ng mga ate. Sa kanila po nang galing ito. Tapos binago ng mga Malayan settlers, yung native settlers natin, ginawa nilang Madyaas. Nung dumating si Miguel Lopez dito, 1526, nung hinabol niya si Lapu-Lapu from Mactan kasi pinatay ni Lapu-Lapu si Magellan. So nung nakita ni Miguel Lopez na napakaganda yung lugar natin dito sa Panay ngayon, na puno na siya ng halaman, tanim at organized masyado, pinangalan niyang Panay, means bread. Yun, ganun siya nag-exist. Ngayon, gusto kong malaman yung tradisyon na gusto natin isabi na yung tradisyon natin may dalawang klase. Nung dumating dito yung mga settlers natin, formal settlers, mayroon na ditong practice ng mga ate. Yun ang tawag ay animism. Na yun ngayon na isa sa mga tradisyon ngayon. Ngayon, yung ating mga tendato, yung history natin, na yun ang naging dawn of civilization ng bansang Pilipinas. Dahil nag-exist po ito 12th century. Na napunta sila doon parting Luzon, napunta silang parting Batangan, na Batangas na ngayon. Dito sa tatlong dato natin dito sa Iloilo, Paiburong, Aklan, si Bangkaya at si Dato Sumakwel dito sa Antique. So, napakaganda yung history natin kung isa-isahin natin siya. Ngayon, yung practice ng ate, yung animism na na-adapt natin ngayon, yung practice naman ng mga tendato, nung dumating sila dito sa archipelago noong unang panahon, sila ay edukado. Rich in culture at saka tradisyon. At saka ang kanilang Diyos ay si Bathala. Si Bathala is a supreme God. Hindi po animism ang practice ng mga Borneans. Ngayon, nagkataon po na nahaluan ng practice ng ate at gin-enslave tayo ng mga Katsila at ang ating mga natibo ay napunta sa kabundukan para hindi napasakop sa Katsila. Kaya yung mga huling henerasyon, nawala yung ating identity. Kasi ang mga anak-anak na sa loob ng 300 years, nawala na hindi na na-educate. At ang natira na lang itong mga baybayin, binalaybay natin, at saka itong mga kanta na to at mga tradisyon na nandito ngayon. Ngayon gusto natin buhayin yung tinatawag na lost identity. Sino ba talaga tayo? Dahil ang totoong Pilipino o tayo na mga Maharlikans o sabihin natin mga royal blood po tayo kasi nanggaling tayo sa Sultanate ng Borneo. Ang tanong, bakit ang tawag sa atin ay Sri Visayan, hindi tayo Islam? Kasi nung natalo ng Java, yung Borneo, late na yon. Kaya naging late expedition yung Mindanao, kaya Islam sila. Tayo dito mga Sri Visayan kasi yun ang original na culture o na practice ng mga ninuno natin. Sa madaling sabi, hindi po animism ang practice ng mga Borneans. Dahil ang Diyos nila ay tawag Bathala, katulad ng Allah na Supreme God. Nahaluan lang siya ngayon ng animism dahil sa mga ninuno natin din noon na mga aborigines. So ngayon, may dalawa tayong turo. Yung tinatawag na scientific at saka yung sinanguna din na sa mga aborigines, which is nire-recognize po yon ng PITAC. Dahil ayon sa batas, sa IPRA law, it must be recognized. Hindi rin iniiwan. Pero kailangan, pag tayo naman ang practice dito sa public domain, kailangan sundin natin ang batas ng public domain. At kung ano ang majority ngayon sa public domain, which is Kristiyano tayo, kasi ang panggagamot is a way of life. Kung anong paniniwala natin. So for the good ng karamihan, dahil Christian po tayo ngayon, kailangan ang turo natin ay pang-Kristiyano din para katanggap-tanggap siya. Pero ang pamamaraan ay traditional pa rin kasi nagamit tayo ng hilot at indigenous naman.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. This is Apotman of Luntenga Gama Natural Divine Art Shrine of Healing. Today, I am in front of you on behalf of Hilot Academy of Binabaylan. And because last October 28 and 2029, the Philippine Institute of Traditional and Alternative Healthcare have conducted its first regional congress or regional congress in Aklan, which is in the Panay Island, no? And on that congress, no, the standard and accreditation division head, Attorney Kenneth, have emphasized the importance of being a certified manghihilot, no? And everyone is encouraged to register and to be certified as manghihilot through the office of PTAC. And on his speech, he have state or mentioned the Constitution, no? The Constitution, especially on Article 2, Declaration of Principal and State Policies, and Section 17 that say the state shall give priority to education, science and technology, arts and culture, and sports to foster patriotism and nationalism, accelerate social progress, and promote total human liberation and development. In this segment or in this section of our Constitution, which I salute, no, that indeed even the Hilot Academy also want to have this to foster patriotism and nationalism. It is a sense of identity for us in promoting Hilot. You know that Hilot Academy is an educational ministry of Luntenga Gama Natural Divine Art Shrine of Healing, or Landas ng Lahi, and it is our goal not only to promote Hilot but to practice it daily in our life. But people are mistaken of this concept of Hilot, that Hilot is the way of life. Indeed, it is true that Jonathan Fernando have mentioned that Hilot is a way of life. This is the life of our ancestors. Now, this is the life of our ancestors. This is why they survived the challenges of time. Because we all know that in living our life, there are many challenges, and these challenges of life, the struggles of living, might give us trouble of having sickness and illness. But our ancestors continues to stand up because of the healing powers of Hilot, no? Healing power of Hilot, because Hilot means health care. It's not only the medicine, it is a way of how to revive our strength, our soul, our life, and maintain it into our body. What I want to react here is also is that the Director General, Director Annabel Pabiona, have given a privileged speech to Mr. Jonathan Fernando. When I met Mr. Jonathan, he said that he was an homeopathic practitioner, and he even called himself doctor together with the other group that he have. And I understand his devotion on helping other people to live a healthy life. But on his statement on the said Congress, I want to disagree that indeed the majority of the people right now are Christian, but it doesn't mean that we will allow Hilot to be Christianized by these practitioners. And this is the problem that happened not only on PTAC but also on TESDA or even some government institution, because you are filtering out the practices of Hilot and you want it to be Christianized. This is the reason why Hilot as a healing modality was never been promoted properly or never developed. It is because of the filtering idea of the colonial religion that everyone has. Mr. Jonathan Fernando are emphasizing that the Ten Bornean Datus are not animists. Who says that they are not animists? Before they become Muslim, who are they? Islam started on the life of Prophet Muhammad, and the Arab people before they become Islam are not Islam. They are also animists. Everyone is an animist. Even on the time of Abraham and Moses struggled with the Egyptian kings, because the Egyptian princess, King Pharaoh, were animists. They call upon God. They call upon Ra. Yes, they believe on the Spirit of God, but they do not brand God into an exclusive religion, but an inclusive one. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism become an exclusive religion that they called as monotheist religion. But our ancestors, they do not brand. They don't want a branding of their God, because God that we believe is so powerful that encompasses every human mind. So as on the terms of Hilot, the power of Hilot is not an exclusive one that only Filipino, only the rich could afford the services of Hilot. But whatever race you are, whatever gender you are, whatever your belief are, you can avail the service of Hilot. You can benefit from Hilot. And in accordance, going back to the state declaration of policy, how can we foster patriotism if we do not inculcate the history to the people, and if we cannot accept the belief of our ancestor, the practice of Hilot? If we filter out the practice of Hilot into this just modality on this procedure and remove the Tawas procedure, which many of you are laughing because it's unscientific and superstitious and non-Christian practice. Hilot is not a property of Christian religion. It is the property of our indigenous people, of our common people, of the poor people of the Filipinos, because the poor people of our country have no ability to access modern healthcare facilities. This is the power of our people. This is a gift of the Dewata to us. So please, do not commercialize it. Do not baptize it to become a Christian modality that you want to emphasize, Mr. Fernando. Sorry, because you are emphasizing it on your speech. There are many people watching you, and the one who allow you to talk is the government. I'm not against the government. I want to work with you also. But please do not mislead the people by telling that the Ten Bornean Datus are not are not Muslim or animist or not animist. And don't tell that Bathala is an Islam god, as many Muslim claim that Bathala is a young Allah, or Bat means house of God. But according to the text and the scriptures, if you look for who is Bathala, it is an avatar of the Lord Shiva of India, of Hindu. So indeed, that our belief, probably our belief, can be rooted out from the Indian Hindu Buddhist belief system. But historians are shocked how the Filipino, even the arrival of Srivijayan Empire, have a similar belief system. So it means it's our practices here is innate to us. If you will observe the modern people behavior of us Filipino, di ba? Would you agree that it is our power that we can easily adapt to challenges of life? This is the miracle and mystery of being a Filipino, that we can stand out wherever we are. We can easily adapt to people, to different culture, but we are also genius in terms of creating how or on living our life. Even at the middle of storm, we can smile. Maparaan ang mga Pilipino. And we can claim that this way, that this hilot is ours. We do not borrow it. Some people might give it to us, the technique and the technology, because of the trading system. But it is ours as a Filipino. Not as a Filipino Christian nor as a Filipino Muslim, but the animist Filipino, the pagan Filipino. It is the medicine provided by our ancestors. So that's it.